everyone's a critic, most likely to be photoshopped, and the key to an unsticky situation. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3, Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast, where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
Aaron Kraft, our resident judge. You might notice, viewers, that we're back on Zoom.
I thought you were going to talk about Aaron's longer beard.
That's fine.
I thought that you were going to be. You might have noticed Aaron's longer beard.
Aaron's got a longer beard. So we're back on.
Only if you're a Patreon subscriber.
No, this is a free feed thing. So
if you want to see if his beard grows any more towards the end of the show.
If you want to see how a man's beard grows, subscribe to our Patreon.
That's it. That's the intro. So.
Bye, everybody. That's our show for today.
Oh, thank God.
But we are recording from Zoom. Last week we recorded in person.
And it was gross. We don't want to do that ever again.
Yeah, we all made out. We all got COVID.
I sneezed on everyone at least 3 times.
Actually, I wanna let the listeners in on something that we realized, that setting up the equipment after we had not done it for a year and a half was tedious, to say the least. It took us a very long time. And we had a truncated amount of time to record this week. So we're doing it on Zoom for the convenience, but we should be back in person.
And also
because
it's much better than doing it live. Let's just do it like this forever.
No, I miss you guys too much.
Well, we can still hang out and do other things besides podcasts.
We can't hang out, Ricky.
We can never hang out off camera.
Well, what would be the point then? We need that content.
But yeah, we got to see each other for the first time in over a year. Yeah, March of
like a year and a half. The last time we all saw each other was at our last live show, which is in March, just before COVID kind of became a whirlwind and things started getting locked down.
And that was that may be a bonus offering. We did not release that live show because people were uncomfortable with the subject matter. So
it was also that there happened to be like very few people there because I think it was raining. It was raining. It was raining very
COVID.
Few people. It was raining COVID. And the one group of people that were there were so intoxicated. They were talking so loud. I think there was
That was us. Yeah.
We would not shut up during the show.
and the crowd just kept going like, what the fuck's with these 6 people?
Hey, shut up. We're trying to eat.
We're making your show. You know what? Maybe this summer we should celebrate our greatest guests by doing special things with our favorite guests that we've had on the show.
I don't like that idea at all. Let's move on.
We won't do it then.
We could call it the Summer of Guests.
Or a good title.
Yeah. Summer of Greatest Guests.
But none of them want to be on our show anymore, so it's just us talking about them.
Hot Guest Summer.
I'm just kidding. So who would you want as your summer guest?
Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King.
They're so hot right now.
Living or dead.
And also a bunch of cut-ups. Those guys.
The funniest guys alive.
Okay.
Remember his I Have a Bit sketch?
I have a bits.
I have a burning question now. Can we just do it at the beginning of the show?
Whoa, unprecedented. This is going to be a crazy summer, folks.
We don't have to do it at the end. This is my burning question for this episode.
Okay.
If there were no limitations and you knew they were going to say yes, who would you invite to be a guest on our show?
Mahatma Gandhi.
No, don't say Gandhi. He'd be so bad.
You know,
Wow,
I'd
that's-
like to invite Seal, the singer.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mm.
Yeah,
is he funny?
Well, he
no,
does get a little bit crazy.
but I don't know what his lyrics are, and I really want to
Wasn't
ask
the
him:
sound.
is it "Kiss from a Rose on the Gray" or "Kiss from a Rose on the Grave"?
Now,
You wanna-
Aaron, I have this great resource for it called the internet.
Look it up. There's a big debate raging about this.
Oh.
You would make us do an entire episode with Seal just because of that.
You realize having Seal on our show would catapult us to stardom instantly.
I feel like there's so many other people that would catapult us that would be way better.
You know, you asked the question, I answered.
He'll follows
Is
me
it-
on Instagram.
Is it?
Rick,
there
you're
used to,
our in.
We'll go ask him.
there
I
used
think
to
I
be
did
a
invite him.
greater-
I think I did something stupid, like
Oh.
but posted a story that was like because I saw that he was looking at my stories.
Well,
Nice.
get him on. I would
On it.
I would invite. Fuck. Rodney Dangerfield. No, I would invite. What's her name?
Danger Rodney Field.
Joan Rivers.
Oh yeah.
I would invite
you-
Joan Rivers.
You were trying to get in there while we were talking over you. You were trying to get in, but you didn't have anything.
I did, but the
Yeah,
time
yeah,
passed, so I let it go.
listen, guys, listen, wait.
I know how to give it up when the moment's gone.
Well, we can
Well,
get
I
to
should say I'm
maybe
learning.
we can invite the next best thing, Tony Tripoli, who is a writer for Joan.
the summer of guests
yeah.
commences.
There we go. We'll have to figure out a Joan Rivers, Tony Tripoli special thing that we could do on that episode. We also want to invite you listeners to reach out to us and let us know who your favorite guests were. And we'll see. We'll just have a fantastic summer of our favorite guests.
Stop trying to make Summer of Guests happen.
It's happening.
Speaking of that quote, I would love to invite Tina Fey to be on this show. So if any listeners know Tina Fey, please put her in touch.
My dream guest would be another of Carly's ex-boyfriends.
Oh my gosh, no.
So
Or current
Seal,
boyfriends.
He was on the last episode.
He's
Yeah.
not a boyfriend. My fiance was the guest judge.
Oh, we didn't
last
get him
week.
in time to be your boyfriend.
Well, we got her future ex-fiance on the show.
so
That's
Carly,
really rude.
Well, you're gonna marry him. He won't
You're gonna
be your
marry him. He's
fiance
not gonna be your
anymore.
fiance anymore.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Ex-fiance.
Okay, round one. I can't do this anymore.
see you later.
Federal judge says 2 Star Wars movies are mediocre in official court ruling. Excuse me, and I have to agree, I'm not a Star Wars fan. A federal judge has declared that 2 of the most recent Star Wars movies were mediocre as a part of a ruling that had
Carly,
nothing-
wait. So, what Star Wars movies have you seen, Carly?
None of them.
You've seen none of them.
Really?
I
The Sorcerer's Stone.
Wrath of
Uh,
Khan.
When they get their groove back,
Yeah.
that's not even a sequel.
Return of the Jedi's groove.
attempted to watch the first ever Star Wars, whatever episode 4 or whatever episode that is.
Mm-hmm.
Why would
And-
that's not the first one? Why would they have it start on episode 4?
Because this was before the new ones came out.
But they started it on episode 4?
What is the first Star Wars film to ever be released?
What's
Save
the
it for your
first-
burning question.
I was trying to prank on you, Carly.
No,
Trying to
I'm not like ignorant to the fact that Star Wars exists and that it's a very successful franchise. I'm just not a fan.
Here's what I know about Star Wars. Very successful.
I know 2 things about Star Wars. There's too many episodes, and Luke, you are, or what is it? Darth Vader says,
So you know one thing about Star Wars.
he says, Luke, I am the father.
And then he starts dancing around Maury Povich style.
Ah!
And then the Emperor runs backstage and is like, starts crying.
Looks like, no.
But yeah, I don't like Star Wars. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. That has nothing to do with this story. And also, The judge's ruling had nothing to do with either film. He also took a shot at the reality show The Bachelor, and the final ruling also quoted Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton. A Ninth Circuit Court Judge Kenneth K. Lee made the decision as a part of a ruling in a case involving Wesson Oil. The case involved whether ConAgra Foods, who used to own Wesson Oil, falsely labeled their oil as 100% natural. As a result,
And they went, boring. Can this be about Star Wars?
as a result of the case, ConAgra agreed not to label Wesson Oil as 100% natural anymore. After communicating the verdict of this case, the judge then laid into the final few films of the most recent Star Wars trilogy. ConAgra thus essentially agreed not to do something over which it lacks the power to do. That is like George Lucas promising no more mediocre or schlocky Star Wars sequels shortly after selling the franchise to Disney. Such a promise would be illusory, as evident by Disney production of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, Judge Lee wrote.
Burn.
Oh, I know 2 more things about Star Wars now.
Judge talked about it.
His ruling also took a stab at the Bachelor franchise, stating that ConAgra's promise to use the phrase 100% natural on stating that ConAgra's promise not to use the phrase 100% natural on Wesson Oil appears meaningless because ConAgra no longer owns Wesson Oil. In reality, the promise is about as meaningful and enduring as a proposal in the final rose ceremony on The Bachelor.
I hate
said
this
the
fucking judge.
And it's
I just thought this guy's kind of like, this is the way his brain thinks. It's like, yeah, this is on a 7th Circuit court thing, 7 dwarves, dwarf on golf. Like you can't like
Dwarf on golf.
in the
Sorry,
concluding,
dwarf on Guelph.
in the conclusion of the statement that the judge released, the court quoted Aaron Burr from the musical Hamilton, and this is literally what he said. 2 Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room.
No, I don't like
diametrically
this.
opposed. This is just a direct quote from Hamilton.
Well,
They
not
were
a
like,
direct
guy
accent.
says.
emerge with a compromise. No, I'm mimicking the judge, of course.
Oh,
Having
gotcha.
opened doors that were previously closed. Bros, no one else was in the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage get made. We just assume that it happens, but no one knows the room where it
This is
happens.
So,
Problematic.
so your imitation of the judge is a judge who has never seen or heard Hamilton.
He's seen it. Then it reversed a lower court ruling that approved a settlement in the case. It's not clear yet if there will be an appeal on this ruling, either on the use of 100% natural or the mediocrity of the films.
Right. Who would like to go first in round
I'll go
one?
first.
All right.
Beat you, Ricky. The judge has decided to continue to use Zoom for all proceedings because he already made all of the pop-up video pop culture slides, and damn it, he intends to use them. All right, Ricky, you can go now.
I had to like first process that as a thing. This pop culture slides thing.
Mhm.
Is this like a thing that is real?
Don't worry
Pop-up
when
video.
when
I know
Jeremy
pop-up
edits.
video, but is there like
Yeah.
slides or something?
No, they
Yes,
pop. That's
yeah,
what
they
pop-up
pop up.
video
Is that like no? Is there like a new thing that you're talking about?
No.
Don't worry, when Jeremy edits this video, he'll include different pop-up video
A
facts.
lot and a lot of laughter after that joke.
A laugh track.
It's just like several Jeremys.
And then it pops up. Most recordings of people laughing in laugh tracks were recorded in the 50s, so most of those people are dead.
Just
I would
like
like to hear,
love
like, a laugh
prospects on The
track.
Bachelor.
with this show.
What's up
We
there?
should try laugh track. Is that what you said?
I think we should try a laugh track.
We should give that to you as the judge, as like a soundboard thing, and then you can just kind of like push in the laughter and pull it
Oh,
back because
man.
that's you're judging all the whole time.
I'd love a laugh track soundboard. Yeah.
I don't.
And then
Us
the,
too.
Oh yeah, clapping, woo, like Al
Aw.
Bundy style. Or, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I like that none of us are willing to give courtesy laughs. We like just do it. Get a machine.
we do now. We do now better than we used to. All right.
Who's next?
I'll go next. Your Honor, I would like to cite Roe versus Wade's ruling on the right to abort your creation so that we can imagine a world without the Hobbit trilogy. Oh, take that, Frodo.
It's good to see some progressive judges in the court system. This one is culturally behind the times by only about 5 years. Not bad.
All of his Netflix suggestions are for other careers.
See, I told you I'd work.
That joke sucked, but it was hilarious.
It took like a split second for the audience to get it, but once they did.
Well, it's a thinker. That's right.
That's not going to get old very
Remember, Aaron, with great
audience.
power comes great responsibility, which is another franchise that we...
That was a great joke, by the way.
I saw
You
that
guys suck.
franchise. I liked it.
I'm
right.
judged because of the power. It feels good.
His judgy sense is tingling.
All right.
Yes, it is.
I'm not going to make a ruling. This is something that we should allow the Supreme Court to determine if, in fact, Han shot first.
Oh, let's stick with that. In addition to this, he also presided over the case of Solo v. Greedo to determine if Han acted in self-defense. Jeremy.
He's going to love the M. Night Shyamalan ending where all his rulings are overturned in the Supreme Court because he's been dead for 5 years.
Rick.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, judge me not by my size, do you? Oh, sorry, judge me by my size, do you? Small town, little green alien, am I? Big city lawyer, I am not.
That was good.
He's a Yoda guy. He's Yoda.
He's
Yeah,
Yoda.
It's a
we got
Yoda
it.
guy?
Yoda guy. Oh, Yoda guy?
It's my turn to Yoda guy.
The guy's not a bad episode title.
He sounds Jewish. Yoda
Okay,
No.
well, you can say that.
Why? Because he's a lawyer?
Exactly.
And no laugh track.
He played the dead silence sound.
Aaron only likes the unfunny jokes. He'll play the track for that.
I'm having a hard time finding the sounds I'm looking for.
No, great sounds, plural. Oh, no.
These are not the sounds you're looking for.
I'll have to do this at a later date.
Yeah, you should set up your keyboard so that each thing plays a different sound.
And then when you're trying to send email, it's too
It's going to be hilarious.
Least productive worker ever.
Okay. It's an hour until trial, and all you so-called writers have for me is Star Wars jokes and Hamilton references. Jesus Christ, I wish I were a better judge of talent. And that will do it for round one.
Anticlimactic round.
So, Aaron, which one of our jokes did you hear the most of?
Obviously, Jeremy.
Well, actually, I got caught up on Bob's last one because don't judges have assistants that they call like pages or something like that?
Clerks.
Clerks.
That's probably the most important thing to think about.
I feel like you would have had a chance if you used the right term.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a new judge.
One that won't try to bite. Well, I don't have much to say about this round. I
wonder why.
didn't laugh at a single joke, which I think is the first. In
it's
1, 2,
not.
3 jokes history.
That's not true at all.
And that's so weird because I heard so much laughter during
Yeah,
that.
there was so much laughter, yeah.
Hey,
the
Aaron.
audience loved it. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it to Rick. I don't know why, but I think the Yoda joke at the end was actually it had potential.
Actually.
So yeah.
Should I have done the Yoda voice, but incorporated like a Southern accent in it?
Yeah,
Maybe
give it a
just
shot.
the Yoda voice, but that character, that small town
Just a
lawyer.
small town bumpkin Yoda.
Just a small town lawyer, I am.
alien, am I? Big city lawyer, I am not.
Yeah, that might have improved it.
You know, never mind. I'm gonna give it to Jeremy.
Oh, no.
That was all theatered beforehand anyway. He wanted
We
to
were
give
just
it to
doing
Jeremy.
speculation on what would make the joke better. It was still the best joke.
I agree. That was.
Might
I
have
like
been,
that
yeah.
one the best.
All right. Yeah, Rick, you get a point.
Through gritted teeth, Rick gets a point.
Now I'm just a small town podcaster, but
Actually, you live in one of the largest metropolitan areas in the country. So, round 2.
Yeah,
ooh, she put me in
bitch.
my place right before
Shut you
round
down.
2.
Yeah.
My confidence is shaken.
A Florida high school is issuing refunds to families after editing yearbook photos of 80 female students so they'd appear more modest. A Florida high school has offered refunds to parents who bought a yearbook with dozens of edited photos of its female students. Bartram Trail High School edited the photos of 80 students. The photos appear to have been edited for modesty. There's a black box over my chest. And I don't know why I'm doing this voice. Sometimes I don't know whose voice I'm doing until I
You just go for it.
It just some other power, an otherworldly force.
Whatever the
Something
spirit
comes
tells
over
you.
me. Exactly. There's a black box over my chest, and the cardigan on the side like moved over, and it looks really awkward. And I was very confused. A student explained. One local reporter covering the story posted an example to Twitter of a student whose breasts were covered for the photo. After parents and students complained of the photo edits, the St. Johns County School District said it would issue refunds provided that the yearbook was returned. Each yearbook sold for $100. In a public statement, the school district said the school had in the past followed a procedure that allowed it to keep students who violated dress codes and codes of conduct out of the yearbook. So the digital alterations were a solution to make sure all students included in the yearbook, the statement said. Not just came to me, that accent. It just happened. And on the website for the high school yearbook, there's a disclaimer that says student images might be altered to fit with the codes. All images and ads and all individual student pictures must be consistent with the St. Johns County School District. Students
Is this like a wizard works at the school?
Yeah, the wizard created this. There was, of course, backlash. Girls who had their photos edited complained that it made them embarrassed about their bodies. One parent even remarked, "I think it sends the message that our girls should be ashamed of their growing bodies." And I think that's a horrible message to send out to these young girls that are going through these changes.
I didn't read that part of the story, but that is true. Like, it must feel weird, just like someone just like, oh, we can't look at that.
And they showed that Twitter photo, that the changes that they made were so like, I never would have looked at the original photo and thought, oh my God, disgusting. Like,
right.
It was so unnecessary.
Yeah, you would have been like
a nip slip in the
Yeah,
picture.
it was like a normal outfit that a normal teenager would wear that I thought was very respectful and professional. I couldn't believe they had to edit it.
She had a shirt that said "I eat ass."
But
Okay.
the S's were dollar signs. So
It's 2021, Robert. That's normal now.
All righty, I'll get us started on this one. The yearbook committee has gone through the trouble of adding pants to the school's mascot. Now he's not as much of a wildcat.
A mild cat. Yes, I'd like a refund for this yearbook. Oh, is there a problem? Is there a problem? I can't see my 14-year-old daughter's cleavage in this yearbook. I think that's
No. Can I go to boo button
That's all
for when
right.
I think that's not used?
to boo the laugh track.
To boo the laugh track.
These kinds of things happen when the president of the yearbook committee is also president of the itty bitty titty committee.
She's jealous.
Oh, good. You're talking
Crowd
about
goes
children.
wild.
that's the sound that happens when Zach Morris gets on the screen.
Well,
Yeah.
why was it played?
Because Jeremy looks like Zach Morris when he tells jokes.
Where's that laugh track?
I get real white.
Yeah, right.
Hey, girly girl. Hope you have a great summer. Glad the school censored your big filthy tits. Hugs and kisses, KIT.
KIT means keep in those titties.
Forgot a T. It wasn't just female students who were edited, as people were surprised to see Photoshop jeans on the entire wrestling team.
The yearbook shouldn't have added censorship bars. They should have photoshopped the girls' heads onto stick figure drawings like God intended.
Ironically, the swim team's Speedo team photo was not censored, as the dissemination of this photo has been part of their winning strategy.
They
got big old bulges.
penises?
And it makes the teams cower.
Okay.
Doesn't that weigh them down in the pool?
They swim like a orca.
It's okay. It's hairless. So
They use their balls as like a paddle?
also, wouldn't they have small packages? They just got out of the pool.
I don't get this strategy, Rick.
This whole thing falls apart. This was a bad joke.
If everything's shrinking at the same rate, then some will still be larger once shrunken.
Listeners, Rick just got out the whiteboard. Thank goodness for the modesty edits. Now we don't have to worry about anyone being bullied or harassed.
I don't have a third joke. Yay! Ha! Oh!
All right.
I don't have a sound for a missing joke.
Aaron,
do you have a sound for judging the jokes?
Aaron, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. What was in your mouth just now? It looked like a fish.
This? It's a pick holder.
Fascinating podcasting.
Yeah. So guitar picks, you can put them in here.
What's nice about it is if you don't have a pick, you could just use the guitar pick holder as a pick.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Custom made.
Oh, cool.
What's also nice is that you don't need a holder for your pick. If you don't have the holder, you're fine.
Yeah, but what the holder's so small. If you lose the holder, then you lose all your picks at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking there's one individual holder for each special pick. I thought that was because they were like expensive picks, so you gotta keep it sealed in its own
Just a
holder.
slightly larger pick that has a sleeve. All right, a little bonus feature that may or not be clippable.
Oh,
yeah, I heard you.
That's good.
Let's not cut that part. That was the funniest joke of the whole round, actually. I'm gonna give it to Bob.
No,
Because you didn't pay attention.
I got all these picks on my desk.
He's
organizing
What about my the girl essay, the signature in the yearbook?
I did. I like that. I like the Wildcat joke and big filthy tits joke from Rick. And then I like.
He is a big filthy tits joke.
I like Bob's first two jokes as well: cleavage and Photoshop the jeans on what? What was that?
The wrestling team.
The wrestling team. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, give a point to Bob and Rick.
All right, I think we're gonna go. So give a point to Jeremy.
Aaron is like barely there.
He's working on his new persona.
Okay,
Mr. Laugh Track Machine.
Itty bitty committee from Jeremy was funny. Stick figure. Actually, I kind of like the stick figure joke, but there was no third joke.
Yeah.
So where do we stand score wise?
That's Ricky with 2, Bob with 1, and me with 0.
Interesting.
You can still come back, Jeremy.
It sounds like you're coming right back, Jeremy. So
you'll always be the Gronk to my Tom Brady.
All right. That's
I like his face. He's like, oh my.
Round 3, please.
Nurse attempts to prove vaccines make people magnetic, and it hilariously backfires. By now, you've probably seen the viral video of the anti-vaccine Ohio nurse attempting to prove that COVID-19 vaccines make people magnetic. To use a gymnastics term, she failed to. Aaron, get the applause ready.
Oh, boy.
Stick the landing.
That didn't seem appropriate.
Find a new soundboard.
Yeah, with some R&B remix in the background.
Just like poorly
wait.
cut clips from sitcoms.
Yeah,
Hanging with Mr.
maybe like
Cooper.
invest a little time off screen sometime when we're not recording the show.
Carly, say it again.
To use a gymnastics term, she failed to stick the landing.
Yeah. Applause break.
So GarageBand has sound effects that you could just use.
And I also froze my position, Jeremy, so you can start putting the credits on my screen.
Okay.
Registered nurse Joanna.
That's how you would end an episode of the show.
So Carly will never have editing duties. That'll
Pause it right here.
My plan is working. Registered nurse Joanna Overholt testifying before the Ohio House Health Committee about what she said were potential coronavirus vaccine dangers, tried to use her own body as proof. Overholt said that she heard during a lunch one day that vaccines cause magnetism in humans. So she decided to prove her point on herself by attempting to show how a bobby pin and a key would stick to her exposed skin. Spoiler alert, it did not go well. Explain to me why the key sticks to me. It sticks to my neck too. So yeah, if someone could explain this, that would be great. Overholt said, while failing to get the key to stick to her neck. The false vaccine magnetism theory was brought up earlier during the hearing by Ohio physician Sherry Tenpenny, who we have actually talked about on this show before.
No way.
Yeah, I remember the name Tenpenny. I don't know what story it was for, though. And Tenpenny has been cited by a watchdog group as a member of the Disinformation Dozen. The 12 people responsible for about 65% of anti-vaccine misinformation shared on the internet. I'm sure you've all seen the pictures over the internet of people who have had these shots and now they're magnetized, Tenpenny said. You can put a key on their forehead and it sticks. You can put a spoon and forks all over them and they stick because now we think there is a metal piece to that. Although Overholt and Tenpenny are trained medical professionals, both ignored an obvious explanation for the key trick that the human body secretes a substance called sebum that's sticky enough to hold small items, even those that aren't magnetic. The same body hack that's been used by illusionists and magicians for centuries. While Overholt got into a sticky situation with her testimony, the non-magnetic nurse is starting to attract some viral media attention.
It's crazy how there's like people who are famous for being stupid. How do we bottle that and make that? Yeah. Well, we're not famous for it.
True.
We got to figure out how to make our stupidity.
Well, this episode's going to work for us real well.
Yeah,
Okay. From now on,
practice.
From now on, you call me Jeremy Tenpenny.
The nurse tries to prove her point the way a beginner guitar player tries to show you a song they just learned. Here goes. No, wait, hold on. Here goes. I had it before. Hold on.
That's so true.
Yeah, have you guys seen the video of her? It doesn't work.
What happens?
She sticks one like on her forehead or something.
On her chest.
And then she's like, and this bobby pin. Yeah, and it sticks like on those places because it's going to stick. But then she's trying to get it on her neck and it just keeps like sliding down. She's like, how do you explain this? How do you explain this? It's keep falling.
Gravity?
Yeah. All right.
I haven't experienced any magnetism on my skin, but has anyone else been able to read minds when you sit in a wheelchair?
No.
Carly, you know what that is?
And is your hair fell out?
And my hairs fell out.
Professor X?
Mm-hmm. Good job.
You did it.
Do you have a sound of... Yeah.
There we go.
Hey,
Now an applause break for your applause break.
2 out of 10 ain't bad.
That's really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's very bad.
You know what? I haven't seen any of the X-Men movies, but I read the comics when I was a kid. So suck on that.
Mm.
I was waiting for the applause.
There will be no applause. No.
right.
Oh, all right.
Carly just got slimed, everybody.
Photoshop or edit that special effect in.
Okay.
All right. So let's be real. Has anyone ever actually seen these so-called germs in real life?
Yeah, Jeremy, right here.
Jeremy Tenpenny. Nice to meet you.
Jeremy Tenpenny. Don't touch that. It's a Jeremy Tenpenny.
Yeah. It's nurses like this that make me so glad that we can't afford healthcare in this country.
I hadn't thought of it that way. It's a good spin.
If my skin weren't magnetic, how come I keep finding rolled quarters in my ass?
Hold on, I got something for this. Hold on, I got something.
The shock noise can't have like, what is it? Proceed, go before it. You can't have like, hold on. I got something for this.
Here, I got something
That's
for
the
it.
opposite of shock.
There you go.
It's preparation.
I'm working with what I have here, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you go.
Is it me?
Yeah.
If I wasn't magnetized, then why does my aluminum foil hat stay so securely to my head?
That's a good one.
You can hear more from this woman on the next ICP album.
What's ICP? Like
Insane
ice.
Clown Posse?
Yes.
It's
They
like
had a
EP?
song where they go, magnets, how do they work?
Oh, intensive care punit.
Punit.
You're a
There's
girl.
too many things on this episode that I don't understand.
Let's say hello to every episode.
The vaccine has caused me to be more organized, as evidenced by all the post-it notes my skin somehow attracts.
I don't get it.
I don't
Because
either.
They stick to my
you.
body.
So,
Post-it
but
notes?
she thinks it's magnets that's making
And
the
And
She's
the
a dumb
vaccine
lady.
made me more
when it is in
organized.
fact glue.
Why do you have more post-it notes around you during the pandemic?
Aaron, just you wait. This is going to be hilarious. Jeremy, go ahead.
Oh.
Sorry, my mistake. Is that it for the jokes in round 3?
No, I got one.
Rick's got
Okay.
one more.
Close this out.
I heard about this side effect. Same thing happened to my cousin, Wooly Willie, in Canada. He looks great.
Well, sometimes
Wooly
if you do it
Willy.
right. All right. Aaron Kraft, before whoever slammed the door to come and beat you up or
Uh-oh. I got your money, I swear.
Oh, my wife was throwing the cat out of the bedroom.
That's happened.
If you know what I mean.
it was eating crackers in bed. Aaron, resident judge, do we have a winner of this episode?
I once
Crackers
kicked
is
out
our
a
gerbil.
cracker from my bed for eating pussy in bed. I don't know. Something like that.
Almost had it. Almost had it.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know.
Sounds like an existentialist problem for her. Aaron over here.
It wasn't a bad round. There were some funny jokes. Bob had a good run there. Your second joke, can't afford. Oh yeah, can't afford healthcare. It's nurses like that, which makes me happy we can't afford healthcare.
Yeah.
And then I wrote ice as your last joke. What was that joke?
ICP.
Oh, well, it's about ice.
ICP. Okay, autocorrect. My notes app autocorrected it. And then I like Rick's first joke.
Insane clown envoy.
Right. Germs. Rick had the germs joke.
Yeah.
And Germs had the
And
what
Wooly
joke?
Willie.
And Germs,
Cousin Wooly
Jeremy
Willie in Canada.
Tenpenny.
However, it was Jeremy with the rolled quarters in his ass and the post-it notes joke that I think.
It was Jeremy with the rolled quarters in his ass that really,
Where does he come up with this stuff?
he really
The
delivered
post-it
with
note-
those jokes.
The post-it note joke you tried to dissect and obliterate. That one.
I liked it, but I had to understand why.
I'm glad I could help you.
So Jeremy did come away with at least 1 point. However, it was Rick who took 2 points for the entire episode, making him the winner.
Bravo.
There's
Wait,
been
wait.
a
Effect for
applause.
I got something for this. Hold on.
Tough break, Jeremy getting.
It feels forced.
That roll of quarters.
Ooh, that feels
Like a
forced.
roll of quarters in Jeremy's house.
Like a roll of quarters, but the roll of pennies goes right in there.
Well, it feels forced because it's in sideways.
All right. Carla Kastner, do you have another burning question?
Seal.
Shoot. I was really just banking on my first one.
Well, ask it again.
Okay, no, I do have a separate burning question. What is your favorite television show sound effect? But don't look it up, like just do it with your mouth.
Just do it with your mouth.
Favorite TV show sound effect?
I like
Sound
the
effect like zoom.
Yeah.
no. My favorite TV sound effect is the beginning of a round of Wheel of Fortune. Do 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 do.
Oh, yes, that's a good one. I
That's-
like
that
that
one.
one.
That's pretty good.
I like that daily double.
Yeah, that's a good
You
one.
guys are good at these.
That sounds like the beginning of Family Matters. It's a rare condition in this day and age to read any good news on the
Credits roll.
newspaper page. The loving condition is
Rick's
a
got a roll
grand
of something in there.
and harder to find. And there must be some magic glue inside these channel walls.
And that's when
All I
our video
see
gets taken down for
down with
copyright infringement.
real love bursting out of every scene.
Or home.
It's the bigger love family.
So
And
Ricky's,
the answer is
Ricky's favorite sound effect is the theme song.
The
from
theme song
Family
of Family
Matters.
Matters.
song.
It's more a collection of sound effects that I like. Like in a very
It's more of a
melodic,
genre.
I
yes,
like
the opening sound effects of Family Matters is very.
it's brilliant. Yeah.
I love when that kid comes in and he has all those sound effects coming out of his mouth.
Oh, his biz
No.
You know,
dialogue.
like,
Oh,
did
no.
I do that?
let's not. Oh no.
I like any time in a show, it's mostly in cartoons, and they go wah, wah. Like
Mostly
that.
cartoons. Have you seen that on like a Law and Order episode? Or
Yeah, when
Great
in
sound effect there too.
in
That's a great sound
CSI,
effect.
in
Doom, doom.
CSI when he takes off the glasses and he says this
Yow!
line, "Yow!"
it looks
Terrible
like the
impression.
killer almost got away. Wah, wah.
And then it takes off. Who are you? Wah 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 wah.
Now, Aaron, you had something to say.
So I noticed that in Star Wars, back to Star Wars, that and unless we cut out the previous reference to it, then nobody knows.
Hey, this
I
might
mean,
be
but-
the.
There was a
this to
story
keep
of-
it in.
We spent about 20 minutes talking about Star Wars earlier, and it might be cut, it may not. So who knows? But the sound of the ships flying by, it's like I think that's that. What is that? That scream that that
The
famous.
Wilhelm screams.
It's the Wilhelm scream slowed down and then octave down. Like
Is it?
Is it?
it sounds exactly like it.
Actually, the Wilhelm scream is a spaceship sound. That's been,
Yeah, they got it was a long time ago.
yeah.
Listen for it. Listen for it.
Here, we'll just do it. I'll do the Wilhelm scream, and then you record that, and then do the octave
Wait,
lower.
Hold
pitch
on,
it or
hold on.
whatever.
Somebody do the CSI thing with the glasses, and then you do the Wilhelm scream.
Okay, Carly, go.
I don't have glasses on.
All right.
Oh, that worked out great.
What am I doing again? I don't even
The
remember.
Wilhelm scream. Wilhelm.
I would remember. How does it go? I don't remember.
It's hard to do. Is there anybody who could do like?
Here, I'll look
Can
it
you
up.
do
Isn't
an
it like
impression of that?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Look it up later.
We should put a
Anyway.
warning on this episode that people will be screaming.
Here.
Yeah.
That's
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I was close.
I can
was
do
close.
it. I can do it. Ah!
That's good.
It's all right.
Here,
So
I
I
got
think
it. Here we go. Here we go. It's like this.
Someone you can rely, who's always
What?
on your side.
Is
that's
this
not
a
me.
nationwide?
Oh, that is me. Oh, my bad.
Jesus. Aaron
Dude,
Kraft.
this show only works when I'm the only one sabotaging it. Okay, we can't have multiple people
Now,
just
that's
doing
not-
whatever they want.
It doesn't work. You're just treading on Ricky's shit.
Yeah,
Here's
Aaron's
my-
favorite-
I'm passive aggressively defeating the show because
Well-
I'm losing my spot.
Excuse me, but let's look at this as a potential positive. Maybe Nationwide wants to sponsor our content.
No,
They
that's
are
cut
on
out.
our side.
Anyone
Okay.
else?
Jeremy.
Yeah. Here's my impression of a Star Wars Wilhelm scream.
That
Did
sounded
you see how
like
he like had to like put his finger up? Wait, guys, wait.
Guys.
Need to hear this.
Hey, guys.
No,
Hey,
no,
guys.
no. That was me getting up back on track because all that nationwide shit is getting cut out. Okay. Now what?
We're number one, baby.
We're number one.
We did it. All right. Thank you for all those burning questions, Carly. And thank you, Aaron, for that.
I think your baby's awake.
My baby Wilhelm.
Okay, that's way too slow. Anyways,
So
it's a theory. I have a theory that the Star Wars
oh.
ship
So
sound.
that
is the
wasn't
Wilhelm
even
scream.
something you read or
This
heard.
is your.
No, but
This is
if you
your
listen,
theory?
it goes.
This was a false premise all around.
You know what
Yeah.
else I liked? Goofy's scream when he falls. He goes,
I do like
Yeah.
that a lot.
Aaron thinks the Star Wars ships go. Wilhelm.
Oh,
Wilhelm.
And Jeremy
Play it
thinks that the
backwards.
Wilhelm scream actually says Wilhelm.
It does. Wilhelm.
Thank you for listening and watching. Once again, we're not treating you with any respect. We appreciate you.
Once again.
Yeah. We've got quite a streak going, but we appreciate you listening and watching. And if you enjoyed the show, maybe you want to support us, perhaps. We hope to God. You can do that by going to Patreon. And for just $3 a month, you get full video episodes, bonus content, access to classic episodes, and much, much more. And
and a chance to win a guest spot on our show.
If you're interested.
Yeah.
we won't force you.
I closed the sound effects board.
Thank you.
Wah, wah.
We'll try to do that earlier next time. But yes, so all that stuff for just $3 a month, and it goes to help a show that you enjoy. So
I was thinking we could give like Aaron soundboard bucks that he can use to
like an allotted.
an allotted amount of
Yeah.
sound effects that he can do.
Yeah, what
And then
happens
he
if
can
I go
trade them
over
to other
that?
people and like it could be like a whole cryptocurrency kind of thing.
How are you going to enforce that?
Well,
We'll take it out of
honor
your
each
paycheck.
time you go over, we
You're a
remove
judge.
a song of yours from the show. So
Oh no, one less listener.
Aaron's the one less listener.
also, that attitude's not helping your case, Aaron. So, but we appreciate you listening to the show for free. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts and anywhere you do that, we wouldn't mind if you gave us some feedback, ratings, reviews, comments, suggestions for stories, share, subscribe. All that stuff really does help us out. So please do that anywhere that you can.
Listener, here's a little secret. Those of you who listen for free, you're really my favorite.
But don't let that deter
Oh.
you. Aaron Kraft.
And that's why you should pay us. You do not want that distinction.
Aaron Kraft, our misbehaving judge, is also our house band and our producer. He's got music for you to listen to on SoundCloud.
Yes, SoundCloud. What is my name? Captain Spacecraft.
What's my name?
Captain Lovecraft.
Oh, Lovecraft. Yeah, Spacecraft is the other. You know, I chose this name like 10 years ago, and as I'm getting older, I feel like it maybe doesn't fit me. I'd probably just go with my actual name at this point.
I think as you're
Kraft?
getting older, you get more forgetful of what your name is.
What your name is.
What's my name? No, really.
Our resident judge has good days and bad days.
So to hear a curation of some of the best music I've made over the past, 15 years now. Check out my SoundCloud page, Captain Lovecraft. Check it out.
All right.
That's right.
If you want to
with that-
contribute suggestions for our upcoming hot guest summer, your favorite guests, let us know.
Who would you like
they
on the
are.
show?
Who
Hey,
would
you want to
like
do
on
a
the
cool
show?
pair up of two guests that you really like? Pitch it. Tell us who and why.
Like one of those Weird Al Yankovic interviews.
Sure.
Exactly.
Pieces of other interviews together. Pieces of like.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
No.
that.
Okay. We have
Well-
Eminem on, but just piece it
Okay.
together.
So look forward to Eminem on a future episode of 123 Jokes.
Aaron's as forgetful as Eminem. He forgets his name. What? My name is. Who? My name is.
Jesus. That's a good
Oh,
place to end it.
that's another one of my
No,
favorite
no.
sound effects. Chicka chicka.
No, stop it.
Chicka chicka.
Chicka.
Time to end
That's
the
more
show.
of an onomatopoeia.
Yeah. Well, I'm an onomatopoeia, Jeremy Martinez.
I won't say she's filthy, but I'm an onomatopoeia. I don't know.
That sounds like you're gonna
Goodbye.
Rick has forgotten his name now.
Because Bob goes next.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm wait. No,
That's onomatopoeia.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
This has been another episode of 123 Joe.
I'm sorry, I messed up.
I'm so glad I don't have to edit anymore.